Namaskar, welcome to this another video and the final video of the Mahavidya series where I will be talking about the great goddess and her connection to the graha of the planets that we study in the Jyotish Shastra. Now till now I have explained all the grahas and all the Mahavidyas, okay, best of my knowledge, and in this final one I will be talking about Mahavidya Kamala. Okay, you guys may also know her by the name Maa Kamalatmika. Obviously she has lots of names, thousands and thousands of names, but we will call her Kamala, okay, because it sounds very beautiful. It's like you are calling out, with a sweet tone to your mother. So Maa Kamala, we will call her in this video, and we will understand the facet. Let's say we will understand the dimension she holds and governs, okay, throughout the creation, and what is the purpose of this form of Divine Mother. What is the secret knowledge behind her form? What is the wisdom hidden in the iconography? And what is the link of, let's say, the planet Venus? As you may all know, that planet Venus is connected to Mahavidya Kamala. So let's start the video and we'll be knowing about her. Now, to understand Maa Kamala, first of all, you need her blessings, obviously. And second of all, you need to develop the one tattva I will be talking about the most in this entire video. That one tattva, if it is missing in your heart, okay, in your anahata, in you, then you won't be able to get the blessings of Maa Kamalatmika. Then you won't be able to even understand her. You won't be able to talk about her. That is why you will see there is very less knowledge or information about her on the internet. I mean, people talk about her, and only people who have talked about her, everything that you can gather from the internet, they are actually pretty good. Okay, so about Maa Kamalatmika, that one tattva that I'm talking about is Bhagwan Vishnu's Tattva. Okay, what we call as Vishnu Tattva. Okay, this Vishnu Tattva is the fundamental most important thing every, as humans I'm talking, okay, as human being, every human needs to have, okay, in themselves. Then only they will be able to, let's say, understand the Mahavidya Kamalatmika, Maa Kamala, and to get her blessings. Okay, to even get her blessings, you need the blessings of Lord Vishnu first. Okay, because Maa Kamala is none other than Maa Mahalakshmi. Okay, so एक चीज़ आई विल टेल यू, एक चीज़ मैं आपको बता देता हूँ इस एंटायर वीडियो में, that as I have told you in the previous ones as well, all the great Mahavidyas, okay, that we know about, that we see, that we hear, that we try to understand, that we worship, all of them are forms of the Supreme Divine Mother. Okay, different forms, but the same one. There is only one Divine Mother and she comes in different forms. Okay, three major let's say forms: one for destruction, one for creation, and one for maintenance. Okay, so then when the Divine Mother comes as Mahalakshmi, okay, she is the consort of Lord Vishnu. You know that. If we talk about the greatest of Mahavidya, Maa Kamala, she is none other than the Mahalakshmi. Then who is the consort of Maa Kamala? Obviously it's going to be Lord Vishnu, okay, in his other form, okay, but we will not go there. We will only be sticking towards the Maa Kamala. So first of all, this thing has been cleared. Now second of all, what is Vishnu Tattva? What actually is Vishnu Tattva, and who is Vishnu? Who is Lord Narayan? Okay, so if I don't have that privilege that I am going to talk about him, because if I start talking about him, the video will be 10-hour long, 15-hour long, and still I won't be able to describe his even one single name. So what I'm trying to say is Lord Vishnu resides, is in everything. Okay, he is in everything. First of all, let's understand the living beings. He is in every living being. Okay, and also in all the non-living things as well, even the stones and the pillars. As you may have heard about the story of Bhakt Prahlad, Lord Prahlad, and his connection to Lord Vishnu, and how he called Lord Vishnu to save him and he came out of a pillar. So he is also in the non-living things, right? But first we will understand what is the purpose of this why, where does he reside in the living beings. He resides in the heart, in the anahata chakra, anahata space in your heart. Okay, there he lies, in the pure cosmic ocean of love. Simple as that. The frequency of love that you feel, that is none other than Lord Vishnu. Okay, the bhakti, the devotion that you feel towards any deity, any form of divinity, whether it is Lord Shiva, the divine, any form of divine mother, any form of Lord Shiva, any avatar of Lord Shiva, any avatar of Lord Vishnu, anyone. Okay, even if you have the love for your guru, any saint, your parents, your siblings, your partner, that love is none other than the Vishnu Tattva. Understand this. This is why we say that Vishnu and Shiva, both Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, are not different. They are the same thing. Okay, inseparable. Do not try to differentiate between them, because Lord Shiva is the awareness of that love and Lord Vishnu is the love itself. Okay, when you know that you are in love, that is Lord Shiva, that he knows consciousness, Shiv, right? That adhara base, and the love, the energy, that supreme love you feel, that is Lord Vishnu itself. This is the Vishnu Tattva. So what does love do? Love maintains. Love does not destroy. Love does not run away. Love maintains. Love is, obviously, I'm not talking about obsession, I'm not talking about any toxicity here. Pure love. Okay, and pure love does not do anything stupid. It is just there in the present moment. Okay, love is omnipresent in the exact moment. That is Vishnu Tattva. If you want to understand love, then go and read Srimad Bhagavatam, and learn about Lord Krishna and his love for Maradha, how love transforms. Okay, everything you will understand there. That is Lord Vishnu itself. Okay, so that love that resides in all of us, that Lord Vishnu which resides in all of our heart. Now understand, people who have hate in their heart, in their mind, people who have jealousy, people who have envious nature, people who have some greedy thoughts or some something like that, that is not compatible with the Vishnu Tattva. Understand this. This is the simple fact. That is why you will see that Lord Vishnu is the one who is killing all the asuras. Okay, in his different avatars, he is the one who is trying to maintain the whole cosmic let's say creation. Okay, why? Because he, let's say, is the savior, okay, of dharma. Okay, simple as that. Lord Vishnu is the savior of dharma. So does that mean that other deities and other forms of divinity are not saviors? No, it's not like that. But Lord Vishnu's main, let's, for example, in a simple word, we will try to understand that his main function as the whole supreme being is to maintain, okay, is to maintain the cosmic balance. So to maintain the cosmic balance, there can never be too much adharma. Now dharma and adharma, in between there are two scales. Something about them is that when dharma rises, you know when dharma rises in one corner of the, let's say, world, in one corner of the plate, adharma also takes place somewhere hidden. Okay, if you are from, let's say, Sri Vidya lineage, or you are learning Sri Vidya, you know about Sri Chakra that is behind beside me. So when there was something that for example, in simple words I will tell you. I will not go into the details so that those of you who are beginner who won't confuse. So let's understand, there was a demon, Asura. What he did was, he created a yantra, and that was filled with powerful black magic. Okay, powerful black magic, dark energy. Okay, and he placed it, he hid, okay, he hid it in the Sri Chakra, in the the नगर, श्रीनगर, ऐसे समझो आप उसको, समझे? तो वहाँ पे एक कोने में he in a secretive corner he hid it, that yantra. Now what happened is that due to that yantra, due to that black magic and that dark force, dark energy, all the Nityas, all the divine army of Ma Lalita Tripur Sundari, they were, they got very lazy, and in their mind there was tamas. Their mind was filled with tamas. Their energy was depleted. Their divine energies, their divine armory, their armory means their astras and all the powerful shastra, जो भी उनके पास था, weapons, divine weapons, they were all becoming powerless, and the power was going to the demon. In this way, Ma Lalita, what she did is, she with Lord Kameshwara, Lord Shiva himself, she let's say gave born to gave birth to Lord Mahaganapati. And when he came out to being, okay, Mahaganapati as in his form, what he did is, he found the hidden yantra and he destroyed it, and everything was settled. So balance was there. Just like that, whenever there is the rise of dharma, any yuga, any time, okay, any time of the creation, whenever there is the rise of dharma, there is, let's say, constant energy of the dharma, constant scale of dharma, some form of adharma will be there in the scale somewhere in the corner, and that is slowly growing, like fungus, for example. That pinpoint of adharma, when it takes over the whole creation, when it takes over all the gunas, okay, every being, then this scale tips and adharma rises and dharma goes down. That's when Lord Vishnu comes to create the balance. Once the balance is restored, he will go away. Matlab, he will, the avatar will be, gone. Gone is in samajh jo aap. So as I was telling you, so this way Lord Vishnu comes and saves the day. Okay? So he maintains. Okay? Just like that, in simple terms, you are a human being, you are an individual. Okay? Whenever you have hate, jealousy, envy, any kind of negative or tamasic, this adharmic force in you, in your mind, in your heart, okay, whenever there is the balance is destroyed, the balance is gone. Now to create that balance, you need to invoke Lord Vishnu. To invoke Lord Vishnu, you need to go above the chakras that is below the Anahata, the Muladhara, Swadhisthana and the Manipura. All these three chakras, you need to go upward, go above all these three chakras. Then only you will be able to meet Vishnu. Okay? So Vishnu Tattva, majority of beings, let's say example, for example, human beings, majority does not know what actually Vishnu Tattva is. Okay? You will still have some devotion, you will still have the, you will be doing the sadhana and puja, all the things. You will be very sattvic and all. You will be coming from a very great lineage and all. But it is very difficult. Okay? So Lord Vishnu's, grace is very easily attainable, but to get to a state where you are able to be in his tattva, that is difficult. And that is what needed in this time of peril. So that Vishnu Tattva is the Tattva of the love and dharma, for example, and the balanced form of dharma. And adharma is, let's say, you are trying to keep it down. Now, when this happens, Now when this is, formed, this Vishnu Tattva is formed in your heart, then you are eligible to get the blessings of Maa Lakshmi. Then you are able to get the blessings of Maa Kamala. Okay? Which planet represents love? Which planet represents devotion? Which planet represents creativity? Depth of creativity, depth of flow, depth of energy, revival, rejuvenation, love, harmony, pleasure. It is Venus. And that is why Venus is connected to Maa Kamala. Once you have attained the Vishnu Tattva, now the love is in your heart, and your heart chakra is, let's say, for example, open. You can say active, whatever word you want to use. You are feeling love inside your heart for every other being in the universe, okay? And you're not angry, you're not sad, you're not depressed anymore, you're very happy all the time, you're in the bliss state, okay? And you're able to attract all kinds of abundance and growth in your spiritual, material, and all kinds of life. People around you are happy when they are with you. You have a certain degree of healing aura about you. That's when Maa Kamala can come to you, because now you have attained the Vishnu Tattva. Okay? Now you understand what Venus is. Okay? Venus may be pleasure and love and all desires, but you cannot understand Venus below the Anahata chakra. To understand the essence of Venus, planet Venus, Graha Venus, Shukra, you need to go above the Manipura. You need to. Okay? In the Muladhara, Venus to you, it will all be, about the material desires, all the unfulfilled desires, all the blockages. Okay? In the Swadhisthana, it will all be about pleasure. In Manipura, it will all be about power and, fame. But when you go above all these three chakras, now Venus is all about love. Depth in love, not just fancy love that you see nowadays, but the depth of love. And that means surrender, devotion. So who you are loving in the heart chakra, Venus? Is it a person? Is it a place? Is it a parent? Is it money? No. It's you and your connection to the divinity. You and your God. Venus in the Anahata chakra, in the heart center, when you activate the Venus in the heart center, that's what I was calling that Vishnu Tattva. Understand this simple basic science, okay? Understand that this is the simple yoga. Through yoga we attain this. That is what yoga is. Through yoga you are attaining the divine love, union of divine love inside you. So first of all, you do practice उसे क्या बोलते हैं, disciplinary yoga, okay, to build discipline in your life, to let go of all the bad habits. Then you move from Muladhara and Swadhisthana to Manipura. Then you control all your senses and all your power, whatever you have inside of you, all the ego. After that, you let everything go. Now you are nothing, you have nothing, yet you feel that you have everything in the whole creation. That's when the Venus goes in the heart chakra, activates. Actually, it's already there, but you become aware of it. That layer of ignorance is removed. That layer of darkness, dark clouds, they are removed from your heart center. Now you are able to understand, okay, this is love. That is surrender and devotion. So that's when Maa Kamalatmika comes and blesses you. Okay? Venus in Pisces. Let's talk about Venus in Pisces. If you have Venus in Pisces, then you know what I'm talking about. It takes a little bit time to understand Venus in Pisces of your chart, but once you get that surrender, that level of surrender, that level of devotion, that level of love inside your heart, for you and your devotion to God I'm talking about, not for the people. First of all, it may come as in the form of people, okay? But after some things, you will realize that love that you are feeling for other people, other things, is actually the love that you have inside of you, and that is none other than the divinity itself. That's what Venus in Pisces is. Pisces is the 12th house, ठीक है? Moksha. Now 4, 8 and 12th are called moksha houses. Fourth में emotional fulfillment है. Fourth house is the emotional fulfillment, the Cancer sign. Eighth house is of transformation and letting go into the hands of God. That is another moksha. That is like moksha dwar from death, from rebirth. 12th house is different. In 12th house you don't need this emotional fulfillment. In 12th house you don't need the transformation and the rebirth thing. All you need is just let go. Forget about it. I am in love with divinity. It does not matter if I have money or not. It does not matter if I have that partner or not. It does not matter if I have that job or not. Look at Bhakt Prahlad. He had everything. Whole Asur Samrajya to rule over. He threw that away. His father, he told him that you call me the God. I am the supreme God. You do not chant the name of Narayan. He left his father for Okay. He left the उसे क्या बोलते हैं, discipline. एक होता है ना कि like, yes, that you have to listen to your father. He left that thought. No. So just like that, okay, 12th house surrender, 12th house letting go. You all know that 12th house is expenditure, what you spend. It's not all money. Yes, how much money you are going to spend on a daily basis, you can predict that using your 12th house placement and all things. How much money you are going to lose. Okay, if you have a gambling addiction or problem, okay, how much money you are going to lose in that investment. All of these things can be predicted through your 12th house and all. Okay, but most importantly, how your soul is going to leave this body. Tell me, how your soul is going to leave this body. Is it living in some kind of unfulfilled desires, having some unfulfilled desires, some hate in the heart? Are you passing away with anger in your heart, or are you passing away with love in your heart with the name of God? All this in the 12th house. Okay, and that's where Pisces is. That's where Pisces is the sign of moksha, that sign of surrender, है ना? So moksha is moksha for everybody. Okay, even if you die with anger, you will go. That is your moksha. Now you died with anger. Due to that anger, the other birth will be for you there. That is your moksha. That is the definition of your moksha, because you died with anger. Okay, and that is the case. That is the issue. This heaven, hell, all kinds of things are there. We will not get into that. So the moment you die, what you are and how you feel. Okay, are you satisfied with the life that you lived, or are you having regrets? Are you having guilt? Are you having any kind of, let's say, problem relating to let go, or are you having some attachment issues to your family, business, money, properties that you have gained, power that you hold in the society? All these things matter. So that is why Pisces is the letting go sign. Pisces is the surrender sign. ठीक है? Venus in Pisces इसलिए exalted है because Venus is the utmost level of surrender, devotion and love. That is the reason why Venus gets exalted in the Pisces sign, because Pisces में you need to let go. And who is the best planet for this? Devotion and love and letting go. जो होगा देखा जाएगा. That is Venus. Many people will argue, is it Ketu? Ketu can give you moksha, but can Ketu give you that love I'm talking about? Ketu can also give you some surrender, that letting go of detachment and all. Yes, it can give you, it can teach you. But do you think Ketu will teach you how to love? Tell me. I will tell you a very beautiful thing. Which dasha comes after Ketu? Tell me. Which dasha comes after Ketu? Venus. Why? ठीक है, ऐसा क्यों नहीं हुआ कि why does not Ketu comes after the Venus? Why is it only the Venus that is coming after the Ketu in the dasha sequence? Why is the nakshatras in such a sequence, okay, in such a sequence where after Ashwini comes Bharani? पहले भरनी क्यों नहीं आया, पहले अश्विनी क्यों आया? Ketu is there to trap your soul in this Maya. ठीक है? And when you have accepted everything in the dasha of Ketu, when you have accepted, okay, ये चीजें हैं, these are my problems, these are my issues, these are my attachment, these are my insecurity, these are my, all these things. Now I can get past this. I am healed. I am healing myself. And to heal, I need to accept everything. I need to accept even my suffering. That is why in the Ketu dasha, you need to accept whatever you are going through, whatever is going, happening in your life. Most people in the Ketu dasha are forced to let go of these feelings. That is why they suffer, most of them. Now, people who are very, intelligent, genius, smart, they know ki okay, this thing is hurting me. That means that I am holding on to this. I need some kind of, a validation from here. That's why I'm suffering. So I will let it go in the Dasha of Ketu. Suddenly they will start to, feel very happy from inside. They are healed. And after Ketu comes the Venus. What is this? So I will tell you one secret about the Dasha system. Simple secret, simple thing. Okay, nothing too much fancy. The Dasha that is coming after the Dasha that is ongoing currently in your life, that Dasha's teachings has to be taught. Let's say, for example, has to be there in this particular current ongoing Dasha that you are having right now. After Rahu, Jupiter. In the Rahu's Mahadasha, in the Rahu's Dasha, okay, you will have to understand the tattva of Jupiter. Then only your Jupiter Dasha will be good. Now people, complain that I am in my Jupiter Mahadasha, but things are not going well. Shastro mein to likha hai, written in Shastra, the Jupiter is a very beautiful and powerful, beneficial Dasha. But why am I suffering? Because in the Rahu's Dasha, you did not learn your lesson. You were not following the rules and regulations of Jupiter. You were gambling. You were addicted to bad stuff. You were doing bad stuff. You were doing adharma. And in the Jupiter's Dasha, same thing is happening because you did not understood that thing in the first place in the Rahu's Mahadasha. So this is the karmic thing. If you want to know how your upcoming Dasha is going to be, simple as that. Try to act like that upcoming Dasha. Try to acknowledge, accept the disciplinary, the rules and regulations and the teachings of that upcoming Dasha in the ongoing Dasha. So just like that, in the Ketu, you accepted everything, you let go of the things. In the Venus, you will feel the love. And that's why Venus comes after the Ketu. And Venus is the one who is exalting in the Pisces. That is why it is said that Venus is the one who will give you the moksha. Because Venus में love and devotion है, जैसा किसी के पास नहीं है, वो depth किसी के पास नहीं है. That depth is nowhere else. Which planet gives you the art of poetry? Artists paint, painters who paint very, draw very beautifully, beautiful arts. One look at that art and you will feel that, okay, masterpiece, something extraordinary, divinity. That is Venus. The songs, I'm not talking about songs, music, the things that you hear, but I'm talking about, the songs and music, the ones which have meaning behind it, the ones which have, even if there is not a single word, stanza or any lyrics, it is just music. Whether it is a raga, If you know about raga, go and listen to some ragas. Venus, pure Venus energy, pure love and pure harmony with the divine divinity, that divine union. Hmm. So Venus in Pisces is exalted, it gives you moksha. That is Maa Kamala. Now let's talk about Maa Kamala. Actually, in this video, I thought that I would not be talking about too much the tantric aspect, too much, things which are hidden. Because the thing is now, some things are there that you can only experience. Trust me, even if I say those things out loud, I would not be able to explain them. I am incapable of explaining my words. You know, I can feel that, I can understand that, I can experience that, but I don't have that capacity. When you feel that, the tattva of Maa Kamalatmika, even you would not be able to explain that in words. That's why it took so long to create this video. I thought maybe I should talk about this, maybe I should talk about that aspect of mother. Then I thought, what's the point? What is the point? If you don't sit down and you meditate on Maa Kamalatmika and you feel her love and devotion, okay? See, all the Mahavidyas, I tried my best to explain them. Maybe I did a little bit. But about Maa Kamala, just look into my eyes and know what I want to tell you. Okay? About her, all I can tell you is, right? She is beyond everything. That bliss, that salvation, that moksha, where there is no rush, there is no issue of rebirth. Okay? There is no tension or worry about material things, spiritual matter. Even your spiritual growth will be, nothing. There is no desire left. Only the divine surrender and that devotion towards that divine union of love. So Maa Kamalatmika is not just wealth. Okay? She is abundance and prosperity. And abundance can also be in knowledge. Abundance can also be in happiness. Abundance can also be in your bliss that you feel with the union. And prosperity, you being in that prosperous state where you don't have any doubt regarding anything. You don't have any blockage. You are letting the divine flow into you and through you to the whole society and creation, to all other beings. That is Maa Kamalatmika. Okay? That is why her sadhana is very secretive. Her philosophy is very secretive. This is the reason. People have forgotten about the real devotion of love. One example, if I have to give you, who I see as who have gotten, let's say, for example, better understanding, the understanding the tattva of Maa Kamala. She is Mirabai. You guys may know about her, great devotee of Shri Krishna, that same Vishnu Tattwa. So she, if you read about her, if you know her story, that is what I'm trying to tell you. That's where Maa Kamala flows. That devotion. That is abundance and prosperity. In the iconography of Maa Kamala, you will see there are elephants pouring water in the river, or in some iconography you will see that they are pouring water on the mother herself. So what is happening there is, elephants denote, first thing that they denote is pride. Now you may think that pride is a sin. No, not that pride. This pride is different. This pride is related to passion. Elephants are the creature of passion. You will not see passion in elephants, in the jungle, in the zoo, but they represent that. They represent the culture. They represent the knowledge of abundance and prosperity. है ना? So this is what elephant is there for. Passion, pride in all of these things. They are pouring water through there, and they are just there. Water is there for flow. So whoever even keeps the photo of Maa Kamala in their home, so they will invite flow of abundance, prosperity, knowledge, pride. Not pride, I will say, but passion, love, harmony in their home and in their environment. Okay, so this is the concept about the iconography. Same thing I'm telling you now, Venus in Pisces. Okay, so this whole video is about Venus in Pisces, exalted Venus. And exalted Venus also gives you one more thing, beautiful thing, growth in spirituality, spiritual life, spiritual matters, siddhi. Okay, because Shukracharya was a very kind of a person who did a lot of tapasya. He was very good in it. Venus is the planet which gives you the ability to do tapasya. Tapasya is something different. It's not related to following too much rules and regulation. Why do you think that Maa Kamala comes after Maa Matangi? Where Maa Matangi was like, no rules, no regulations. Your pure devotion is all I need. Just call me one time, just call me out by Ma with your heart, I will come to you. Okay? That Maa Matangi, after that comes the Maa Kamala. She is beyond all of these things, Maa Kamala. In another realm, you cannot even understand her. That's why I'm telling you, Venus in Pisces. Tapasya. In tapasya, there is no bound of what you are doing. You don't care if you are hungry, you don't care if you are thirsty, you don't care about anything else. Your whole life becomes a tapasya. Okay. So people who do Kamalatmika sadhana, listen to me carefully, people who do Maa Kamala sadhana, they follow out they do their, they jobs or whatever they are doing to fulfill their responsibilities. The moment they are finished there, they sit down on the asana and just meditate on the Maa Kamala. When they are on their job, when they're there, they are working, whatever they are doing, 24/7. She is on their mind, in their heart, on repeat, 24/7, every second of the day. That is tapasya. That is Maa Kamala sadhana. है ना? So that can only happen when you have Vishnu Tattwa inside you. Otherwise, you won't be able to do that. Do you get the point now? Because Vishnu Tattva will give you that feeling of love for every creation in the entire world. Until unless you have that, you won't be able to understand Maa Kamala. Sage not about ego. Sage not about money. Sage not just about this material desires. Yes, that can be fulfilled by worshipping any Mahavidya. But if you want material things, why do you want to worship Mahavidyas? The great goddesses. Just worship the form of Mahalakshmi and you will get that. Why the need of Mahavidya? First of all, you need to understand, if you want to win over enemies, why do you want to go to Maa Baglamukhi? Okay? Go to other forms of Devi. Just worship Maa Chamunda in the, Maa Durga you worship. She will remove all the enemies and all the things. But why Maa Baglamukhi? Now, understand, in this age, okay, Now that we are coming to an age where everything has become so powerful, the tamas, the that adharma has become so powerful. To remove that, we need to invoke secretive energies, secretive power, the hidden wisdom, okay, that of Mahavidya. That's why you will be seeing rising of Mahavidyas. Everybody is talking about the Mahavidyas. This is the reason. First, Bhairava rised few years ago on the internet sensation. Through internet, everybody got to know about Bhagwan Bhairav. After the Bhairava came Mahavidyas. That's the thing about it. Okay. So it will be some years. I think it will take around 3 to 4 years more, or maybe 3 years or 4 years are minimum. After that, Maa Kamala, Maa Matangi, and all some forms of Mahavidya, they will be very popular. In India, in world, in the whole world, there will be temples. New temples will be building. There will be many things. It's going to happen. So Maa Kamala, exalted Venus, Venus in the Pisces. Even if you don't have, acha, now your question will be, I don't have Venus in Pisces. Am I eligible? Yes, you are eligible. It's not about the placement of the graha. I'm talking about the energy of the graha. Yes, placement matters. Okay, exalted Venus can give you that. But even if you don't have that, just develop the Vishnu Tattwa. Vishnu Tattwa in itself is the exalted Venus. वो जब हो जाएगा, then Maa Kamala's energy and Maa Kamala's blessing will come to you. Okay, so this is the thing. That's it. I don't have any other thing to say. Okay, I don't have any other explanation, other definitions, other sentences that I want to talk about Maa Kamala. When Kundalini rises, okay, there is the Samundar Manthan inside every one of us. When the wish comes, poison comes out. Okay, that can also be noted by the period of Ketu. When you drink that poison, you are healing the trauma and healing the problems given to you, whether it is from past life, this life, karmic, jo bhi ho. Now Ketu is healed. After that comes Venus. What came after the poison? Ma Lakshmi, Shri. Shri came after the poison. So what is Shri? Is it just money, wealth? No. It is that bliss, it is that abundance and prosperity that you feel inside of you. Okay, understand, once that has been that energy has risen to that level, you won't need anything material, you won't even require that. If you still have some desire left, you fulfill them. Okay, then you will be able to understand, then you will be able to go towards these Mahavidyas. They are beyond all of these things, these normal material things. Okay, that can be if you want that, just worship any deity. Why do you have to go to Mahavidya? That is my personal opinion. It's your whoever calls you, you go to them. It's not, I'm not telling you that don't do that. I'm just telling you, if you have material desires, you don't need to go out and do very complex tantric rituals. You need to invoke great goddesses, because even if you do that, maybe your material desire will be fulfilled, but then what? You will be bored, you will not be able to keep that up. And there comes the downfall that many people face in the sadhana of Mahavidyas. So your guru will tell you all of this. First find your guru. So that Shri that comes after the poison, that was the Ketu. Okay, Ketu's period. That's why Venus comes after Ketu. That's why Venus is exalted in the Pisces. That's why you are getting moksha through this, through the heart center and above the heart centers. Okay, Devi has now become Shri. Okay, now you understand the importance of bliss. Now you are in the constant bliss. That is the Maa Kamalatmika. Okay, nothing else. She is the great ocean of love. The deeper you go, there is no end, there is no surface, bottom surface, okay? There is no bottom to that ocean. Imagine that depth, there is no bottom. The deeper you go, it color will be blue, ऐसे थोड़ा सा blue होते जाएगा. Imagine that. That is the color of your anahata, right? Sky color, sky blue, some people call it blue, है ना? Vishnu Bhagwan is also blue. You're going deep into that. The deeper you go, the deeper you will feel the love. That is infinite. You can keep going. There is no bottom. So all you need to do is just jump into the ocean. Forget about what you are getting out of it. Jump and keep diving in until you forget who you are, who you even are. That is the tapasya. Now, when you are in the bottom of that ocean, when you are in the depth of that ocean, obviously your oxygen will run out. You won't be able to breathe. What is breathing? Breathing is a sign that you are in a human body. Breathing is a sign that you are in a human body and you are bound by the desires and the karma. You are bound by the things of that human body is bound by in the 5 elements. Now, what is the technique to remove this blockage of breathing? Pranayam, yoga. So, when you jap the mantra, when you recite the mantras, when you do that devotion with devotion, and slowly your breath becomes the mantra. Now, after your breath comes the prana, because your breath is your prana only. Breath on the material plane and prana is in समझो इस बात को, subtle way. Slowly that prana, your mantra will be fused with the same prana that you have. Now mantras will be alive. Through those mantras you can achieve anything. But until the time you reach there, you won't need anything, because now you have become supreme yourself. You have become the divine itself. That's what all the saints are. Have you ever seen a saint running after money and fame? No. They don't know that. So mantra is alive now. Now is it necessary for you to breathe? Now I'm talking it here, figuratively, not literally. Yes, at some point some yogis don't have to even breathe. They can hold their breath for hours. That's a different case. What I'm trying to tell you is, once you get the siddhi of the mantra, once you get the siddhi of the deity, in this video, Maa Kamala, you don't need to breathe in the depth of the ocean. When you are not breathing, there is no desires left. You are not bound by any karma. You're not bound by any reactions of the world. You are beyond Maya. Mayapati, Lord Vishnu. First you win him. First you have to win Lord Vishnu, then you can only understand Maa Kamala. So that ocean in the depth, okay, if you deep dive now, right now, you need to breathe, right? Your oxygen will run out. And suddenly you will feel like, no, I need something to hold on to. I need money, I need this. I'm feeling sick. I am frightened. These things will be there. So unless you learn how to stop your breathing and be alive with your prana itself without breathing, and when your prana itself is fused with the mantras, That's when you are truly alive. Right now you're just this is stage 1. That is stage 10 and 15. तो वहाँ पे जाने के बाद you will be able to deep dive into the ocean of love of Maa Kamala, and there comes the prosperity and abundance and the moksha itself. Okay, that is the moksha. Maa Kamala's moksha is not in the sky; it's in the deep ocean of love. So where are you going? You're going in the vortex of your heart center, in the anahata. Imagine yourself getting sucked into it, your whole entire being in the anahata chakra. There you are one with Lord Vishnu and Maa Kamala. Simple as that. So this was it. That's the case with Maa Kamala. That is the end. This is the end of the video. I don't have anything else to say. And basically this video was all about Venus in Pisces. For few days I have been feeling like I should make the video, but there were some things. That's why I took my time. But now that this video is made, the series is over. Now I will talk about different things. Now I will talk about Jyotish Shastra. I will talk about astrology in different manners, different approach, some hidden secrets. Maybe sometimes I'll also mention some divine connection with deities and like Lord Ganesha, Lord all the forms of deities and their connection to Jyotish, the stories, the secrets, the message, the philosophy. Yeah, so this video is made. The series is now finished. Maybe after some time, not now, it's going to take me a long time. Who knows, maybe if the mother wills, maybe I'll talk about Mahavidya's again. But I cannot promise that. It's all about her will, not mine. So enjoy this video. Okay, share this with your peers, people who are in the same field as you, who like this stuff, and learn from this video. Invoke Bhagwan Vishnu. Be sattvic as much as you can. Do tapasya. Okay, and invoke love in your heart, not for humans, for divinity. Because once you have invoked divinity, love for divinity, you will automatically feel love for every being in the entire creation, whether it is animals, humans, even the insects. Okay, and yeah, that's it. Consultations are open. If any one of you wants to have a consultation with me, astrological consultation, spiritual reading regarding your astrological chart, your karmic reading, whatever, okay, whatever kind of consultation you need, you can book. There will be email, there will be WhatsApp number, link will be given to you in the description. Courses are running if you want to learn astrology, but I will make sure I will tell you this right now only. I don't teach astrology in a way that you may have learned from other people. It's basically different. So if you're interested, you can get into that as well. In the coming future, I will be talking about different mechanism, different branches of astrology like Gemini, Maharishi Bhrigu. All these series will come. Nakshatra series will come. In the Nakshatra series, I will be talking about only stories, philosophies, hidden secrets. That's it. Okay, now take care and keep learning. Be open minded about knowledge. Keep everything secret. You don't have to tell anybody your experiences. Sit down on your asana. You don't need to go to, different kind of spiritual places in the world to feel the divinity. No, if you do that, you are in Maya. Yeah, sometimes you go, but other times, most of the time, you just sit on your asana, invoke the deities there. You can invoke the greatest of Shakti sthalas, Shakti pithas, greatest of Jyotirlingas, all the Shiv dhams and everything on your asana as only, if you have that devotion and that power of manifestation. To increase the power of manifestation, do pranayam, do yoga every single day. That's all the message you need. You don't need the full guide. That's it is. So that's all. See you in the next one.